good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Home Service Live with us three. Hope you're all right. Hope you had a wonderful week, and it's good to see you once again. Hello, everybody on the replay. Hello, you two. Hello, everybody in chat. Hello.
You've been taking them love pills again, haven't you?
Them love pills.
That using too much sugar.
Yeah, it's probably too much sugar. Well, what a week it's been.
Just slightly.
It's been a very interesting week, especially here in the UK.
What?
What have I missed?
Can't make its mind up.
Yeah, we've got a government that can't make its mind up. The woman is not for turning, but does turn.
I'm all for that, darling.
Yeah, it sounds like we might be having power shortages now in winter time.
Yeah, up to 3 hours a day or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. As long as it's not a Thursday, I don't care.
No, in our luck, it bloody will be Thursday. Guarantee it. You can guarantee it's a Thursday. Yeah, it's all been kicking off, hasn't it?
And, of course, we've got, there's Expo this weekend.
Yes, Expo this weekend.
Speaking of Expo, Jane's in. Get yourself over to the Home Zone, which is the at the back of the hall, towards the bar and the stage area. And not only can you find Jane and Shy Tots, but you'll also find Calls by Scott. Yeah. And next to Jane's stall, Mr. Pebbles.
Mr. Pebbles.
Yeah, and just
I highly recommend those.
And just a word of warning for anybody who's trying to go into Vapor Expo's site at the moment, don't even attempt it. They're having issues with naughty peoples. So unless you fancy some sort of virus on your computer, don't even attempt to go into it.
And across from Jane's again, so in the back corner of the Home Zone, you've got Big D has got a stall this year. What else we got? Infinite Mods, King's Custard again. If you've not tried King's Custard, go and have a try. Very nice, but I'm sure Jane's is better. I'm saying that quickly because I don't want to get thumped around the ear from Jane. But other than that, I'm a little scared actually looking at that floor plan.
Yeah, it doesn't look great, does it?
No, but the Home Zone, definite place to hang out.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. If I was going. But I'm not going this time.
No, unfortunately I can't either. I've got work commitments that I have to do this year.
I'm saving up for May. Because I like to have the 3 days in the hotel and all that lot. So I'm going to save up for that. I'm gutted I'm not going but due to financial reasons and other bits and pieces, I won't be going.
That's good to know, Graham. Apparently the Not Amatorium Mobile Dispensary will be there.
The UK finest are in the Home Zone, yes.
All juice vendors and builders, whatever your preference. Definitely. And if you get a chance, do go out and check Mr. Pebbles' coils out. They are cracking. I've had a set in one of my mods since May, and it's still chucking out steam like a good one. It's absolutely lovely.
The Umbro, Meg, isn't that one from Bogan? Matt?
The Ombre?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's Bogan's mech. Any good? I ain't used an 18650 mech in donkey's years.
Ooh. I've just noticed Overkiller in the Home Zone as well. Excellent. So something for the next boys. Yes.
Are you going to say hello to chat?
I certainly am, you lovely, lovely people. Good evening. And while we're there, put yourself on live chat, unlike a certain Muppet who's...
Oh, God, yeah, same as me.
miles away
I'm
from
on
me.
top bloody chat. You know, after all this time, you'd think bloody...
They'd sort it.
They'd sort that out.
Adam Stone, good evening, sir. Pleasure to see you as always. Black Country Vapor and hopefully the lovely Jasper. Excuse me.
Blimey heck, a little bit of windy pops there.
Little bit of windy pops. Bill Richards, you lovable man, you.
All right, Bill.
Chris Doyle, good evening.
Fist bump, Chrissy Diley, bye.
Dawn. Goggles. Faxi M's. Safe, dude.
And he's got the Keen, his first mech mod. What a cracking mech mod to have for your first one.
It is. Oh, I hope you enjoy that, mate, because that is a gorgeous little mod.
Yeah, I love my Keen.
Feed! Free Rider Vapor, good evening. The lovely Lady Jane, as we've already mentioned.
Lady Jane, Buggles!
Buggles! See if she's got any duck stickers. Worth a look on the weekend. Definitely worth a look. John Vaping Joker, good evening, sir. Mark H, dude. I hope you've had a good day, dude.
I hope you've moved the pensioners away from the door.
Yes, I saw that post. You smelly bugger, you.
Here, cop for this.
Matt will do, buddy.
The most lovable troll on the planet. Good evening, sir. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. Good evening, sir.
Graham, good evening, sir. Net Reality, the not amatorium mobile dispensing.
The not amatorium.
Mobile dispensing, yes. Orions, Alan.
Buggles! And fisty bumps. Hope you're alright, buddy.
Yeah, I hope so, mate. Shane Gibson, good evening. Dude. And Stuart Valentine, the voice of Australia, is with us.
Bob.
Dude.
The voice of Australia.
Forget Bogan, we got Stuart. Vaping Bunny. Vaping Pasty, Tony. Vapor Queen Becky, hello. And last but by no means least, the legend of the comic scene, Zan. How you doing, dude?
Puggles.
It's not good. Every time I look at his feed, there's something on there and I think, oh.
Yeah, I was saying to Zan the other day, it says you've created a monster, Mr. Hodgson.
I'm just glad I haven't got the cash. No. But the thing is, I mean, Gordon Bennett, when you've seen Spawn Omega, it's something I completely passed me by. I don't know if it's brand new or an older version. My God, it looks good.
Mm.
And I also wandered across, do you remember Slain from 2000 AD, back in the day?
Yes.
It was the one based on the Irish folk tales. Audible are now doing a multiple actor version of The Horned God, which by all accounts is absolutely stunning. So I'm looking forward to that. I've got to give that one a bash. Right, let's see if I've missed anybody. I don't think I have. Bill Richards, we got. Dude. Honk honk, yes. Yeah, I think we've got everybody there.
Did we mention Russ?
Russ Morgan.
I think I missed Kaz as well. Russ, apologies, dude. Good evening, Kaz as well.
Hello.
I've just realised I missed you. Sorry, Kaz.
He's not.
He's not.
What?
No, sorry. Tell Sporky.
No, I am sorry.
Yeah, but how sorry are you?
I'm very sorry.
Very
Very sorry. Uggles, Kaz.
Kaz.
I don't think we are getting old enjoying audiobooks. I think it's something that, had they been available when I was younger, I would have battered anyway. The Sandman Volume 3 is up on Audible, and that is stunning. Thoroughly enjoying that.
Well, I've been at work, actually. I've listened to Hellbound Heart. The Hellbound Heart audiobook is on YouTube if anyone's interested.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I thought I'll give it a bash. Yeah, quite good, that.
Rian, good evening, dude. Yes, I've been finding all sorts on there. Stainless Steel Rat, lots of that series on YouTube. Lots of Terry Pratchett. And they're the oh, Christ almighty, what's the word?
Have they got the Good Omens on audiobook?
I do believe so.
Because I wouldn't mind listening to that.
The old audiobooks were badly edited. The new ones, because you're getting the complete book, that's the ones to watch out for the Terry Pratchett. If it's Baldrick or Neil from the Young Ones, they aren't the full book.
Really, the Reader's Digest books, are they?
Yeah, the sort of edited highlights, but there are some.
I can't see what the point of that is.
Unabridged. That's the word I was looking for.
Abridged. Unabridged.
Good Omens is on Audible.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there's quite a lot of Neil Gaiman books on Audible.
The American.
I still like picking up a good book, reading it rather than somebody reading it.
Mine's believe it or not, mine's more time than anything else. Nowadays,
I suppose it's going back to my childhood. I was never a fan of watching the likes of Jack and Ori.
No, I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it. Yeah,
I just thought it was fucking boring.
The thing I love about the Neil Gaiman books on Audible is he tends to narrate a lot of them. And it's lovely having the author actually reading his work. It's absolutely brilliant. What are you talking about? The thing they make from movies. Whatchamacallit? Books. Don't, because in Eric by Terry Pratchett, there's a parrot that actually speaks like that throughout the book. It's brilliant.
Is that the TV or audio book, Alan?
Thanks, Graham. Check the link, guys. Graham's just sent you something very nice.
Oh. Is this the No Go Expo team? I'm in that club. It is this time round, unfortunately.
Yeah. We are definitely the No Go Expo team.
Which I'm really gutted about, because as I say, this is the first one. Oh, Christ, Mark, you've been to Virgin.
I've been to every single one except the very first one. And then on that year, I went to the October one, not the May one. So I've been to every single one.
This is the first one I've missed since 2017, starting in October 2017. So it's a bit of a killer, this one, but between work and it's my weekend for the kids, it's like no.
Oh, Dawn, yes. Stephen Fry. I can listen to Stephen Fry audiobooks all day long.
Oh, God, yeah.
He is he's brilliant at audiobooks. He really is.
I'll tell you what, another one, the BBC Sounds app, The Infinite Monkey Cage. Well worth having a listen to. They turn science into so much fun. It's brilliant. That's the guy out of Blur. What's his face? The doctor. The physicist.
Yeah, know who you're on about.
Yeah,
the bass player.
He co-hosts it, and absolutely brilliant.
He makes cheese, you know.
The other guy does out of Blur, yes.
Makes cheese.
There's one that makes cheese, and the other one's a serious scientist. Jane, don't worry, kid. We'll see you in May.
Definitely. Oh, God, yeah. I will not miss May because I'll be booking me 3 days.
I'm just hoping Mr. Pebbles goes in May because I want some more of those bloody coils. Brian Cox, that's the gentleman. Thank you, Bunny. I knew you know the eye candy.
Oh, so you like Cox as well?
Pickens oranges, yes.
No, because I remember many moons ago that on this show that I turned around and said that I like Brian Cox.
We may have mocked
and you all mocked me and giggled like little children. Now I find out that you like Cox as well. There you go. There's only you, Betty.
I'm saying nothing. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Really?
Yeah, too many cocks about.
Good evening, Gailey.
Good evening, Gailey Bob.
Timing there, darling.
Sweetheart. See, Andy, did you notice that though? As soon as we started mentioning Cox, she turns up.
Yes, I would go with that one, Stevie. The original radio series for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, if you can get your hands on it.
I've got that on hard copy, that. I
love that. There's a couple of hours of very pleasant whiling away of the afternoon.
Well, yeah, at the present moment, I'm on season 2 of Mr. Robot.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Oh, I love it, yeah. I've not... Even though I've watched up to season 3, I never watched season 4, so that's why we're watching the whole lot again. Excellent. And then once I finish watching that, I'll be watching, is it Lock and Key? As in Locke?
Yes.
Okay.
That's excellent. I'm currently on season 3 of Dexter and thoroughly enjoying that too.
Never could get on with Dexter. We watched 2 seasons of that and...
I
don't know, it just didn't grip me, that one.
It's not very often Dawn introduces me to something new in the realms of film and TV, and I've got to say, hats off to her. She pulled a corker out of the bag there.
Oh, he's had some right raves, Dexter.
Yeah, when they kind of brought it back, it was...
Yeah.
I've got a feeling it's because it's just not my kind of... I'm not really into your murder.
He's just not your kind of serial killer.
Yeah, he's not now.
No, I think it's a bit of a busman's for me. So,
see, a serial killer for me has to have chains and things like that and hooks.
And whips.
And whips, yeah, and leather.
And strap-ons.
It's just...
Back to Cox again.
Pegging board, yes. yeah, Matt, that sort of worries me a little bit, that Mr. Chandler.
I thought I'd pique Jane's interest there.
Oh, the Hellstrom series, yes, worth it. That is good. Not what I was expecting, because I was expecting more tie-ins with the comic, but no, very good. Pills, whose though? We're not fussy.
I meant to ask you, since you're the comic aficionado.
That's not me. That's you.
No. You are the comic aficionado. New film coming out with Rock.
Black Adam.
Black Adam.
I've not heard that one before.
He's the villain out of Shazam. He was the original Shazam that turned evil. Great character. If they do this right, it should be very, very interesting.
It was just one that I've never heard before.
Oh, I will be most intrigued to see what they do with it. Because potentially that opens up the anti-hero sort of bad boy side of DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about the comic, Alan. You never do work out whether he's good or bad. It's sort of Hellstrom was in the comics was the son of Satan, and goes up against his dad.
I thought that was Damien.
No, not in the Marvel universe, darling.
Oh, I was thinking more along the lines of Little Nicky.
Yeah.
Release the goods. Oh, bless you.
Yeah, I saw a trailer for it, and I thought, oh, that looks quite interesting. And I'm thinking, I've not heard of him before.
No, potentially that could be very interesting. Pineapples at the ready. My God!
So I've got to ask you, have you watched Love and Thunder?
Love and Thunder?
Yeah.
Yes.
And? I got halfway through it and turned it off. I got bored.
Well, Dawn's not seen it yet, so I don't want to say too much, but...
Dawn's not seen it yet. This is 2 weeks ago we was talking about this.
I'm not sure if we did actually see it. But,
Well, anybody that I've spoke to that's watched it basically said the same thing. It was absolute shit.
It was as bad as the Eternals. I thought that was shit.
the Eternals I could just about swallow, but...
Yeah, the Eternals was what I would class as a one-watch.
Yeah.
Once you've seen it, that's it. I would never go back to it.
Well, they're making a second one, though, aren't they?
Well, they've got to, because Harry Styles has appeared as Star Fox, so...
Fuck Harry Styles. Fucking wanker.
But I'm surprised on this Adam that they've got The Rock in.
That was because The Rock has provided quite a chunk of the funding for it, and he's the one that was actually pushed for the Black Adam movie.
Right. Oh, that explains a lot.
Oh yes, he has had his sights set on playing Black Adam for a while.
I suppose that's a good thing then.
Oh, he's a huge fan, which I think is great. You know, it would be, like I say, it's going to be really interesting because Shazam was treated more as a kids' film.
But it wasn't, though.
I thought it was.
That was quite dark at times. Especially with the character that Mark Strong played. And then some of the, especially what they did when they were in the boardroom, Jesus Christ, that was a bit brutal, to say the least.
Yeah, but the rest of the film was overshadowed by the fairly childish slapstick, wasn't it? Which fitted with the character.
It worked. It did work.
Yeah.
Hello, Paul.
Hiya, Paul. Yeah, Shazam was one that obviously came out when the kids were younger, and they thoroughly enjoyed it, you know. And we sort of sat down and I explained that it was almost like their version of Superman, Shazam. That's what he was originally designed as. So it was cool. And you got to bring in, obviously, where Shazam comes from, because it's the different letters of the various gods. So
see, I've never seen Shazam.
Well, it's Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Apollo.
Athena.
Is it Athena? I thought it was Apollo.
No, there's two A's at the end, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's where I thought Atlas, because that's where the strength comes from.
So have you got to watch Shazam to watch this Adam Blanc?
No. This should be you should be able to watch this as a standalone. This is promising to be a lot darker. I'm thinking we're verging on R17 territory.
Really?
Yeah, let me check. I know they distinctly shied
See
away
you later,
from...
Alan. You take care. Have a good day tomorrow, buddy. Big love.
Yeah.
So
have a great
would it
time.
be worth watching Shazam then?
Just to give you...
It's entertaining, let's put it that way.
Yeah. To get you into what's going off. I think some of it will.
Sorry, Paul. No, neither of us are going. Not this time. We went in May. But I'm saving up until for next May. Dawn's not seen Shazam either.
Shazam was actually Captain Marvel.
Yeah. But they turned Shazam into a sort of the family. So there was Shazam, there was Marvel Boy, Marvel Girl. It doesn't actually say what rating it is. All I'm getting is trailer at the minute. Here we go, Black Adam film. Let's try Wikipedia and see what it says.
Then I shall be having a watch.
It should be interesting.
Paul, you will love it, mate.
Steve, Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury.
Achilles, thank you. But interesting. I'd forgotten that Pierce Brosnan plays Dr. Fate in this as well. And if you're into your Silver Age DC, Dr. Fate was a huge character. He was one of the original. Was it Justice? Yeah, JSA, Justice Society of America. That's going back a bit. Gordon Bennett. Oh, you got Hawkman in there as well.
I mean, there's a lot of these characters that are coming out now that they're making movies. I don't know who the hell they are. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I had read some Shazam comics back in the day, but the likes of Black Adam, I'd never heard of Black Adam either. And then there's some of these other characters that seem to be making an appearance now that I've never heard of.
I've never heard of them.
If you think of Bizarro with Superman, Bizarro was like the anti-Superman. Well, Black Adam's like the anti-Shazam. Brilzan, thanks for that, mate.
They're making Blue Beetle.
There's two versions of Blue Beetle. There's the Silver Age, and then there's the modern era Blue Beetle. The modern era Blue Beetle, it was more based around an alien tech.
So what do you mean by silver? Because I ain't got a clue.
Well, it's borderline golden. It's golden era. It's not silver. I'll get my legs slapped. The golden era is like the 1930s through to the 50s.
Okay.
And you've got the silver era, which is sort of 50s through to 70s. Possibly extending into the 80s. Zan's probably got a much better definition than I have. I'm doing this off the top of my head and a very poor memory at the minute.
So when I was collecting like 60s and 70s Amazing Spider-Man...
That would be silver.
Yeah, that's silver, is it?
Yeah. The golden was around the times of the original comic strips when Marvel were first starting out. It's absolutely brilliant. The first appearances of Batman, etc. Shazam, the same funny crap as Thor, Love and Thunder, just without the screaming goats.
I think the screaming goats were the highlight.
Interesting. Russ has just said the Suicide Squad with John Cena was ace, which was the Suicide Squad 2 in effect.
I enjoyed Suicide Squad.
I enjoyed that series that they made with John Cena.
Peacemaker.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. And that was bloody brutal.
That was.
That you're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
It was John Cena running around in the tiny whiteies. It just wasn't right.
It was the opening credits with the dance scene.
Don't. Evening break for one. The Punisher, the best one of the films that they made was the one where with the ice lolly. It had a little bit of dark humour in it. He pretended to put a blowtorch on the guy, but what he used was an ice lolly, so he got that sort of cold burning. But he programmed the guy to think that as soon as the blowtorch hit, so he fired the blowtorch behind him, then put an ice lolly on him, and the guy started screaming and spilled his guts. It was absolutely brilliant. I think there was the Dolph Lundgren one.
Then there was a Thomas Jane one.
I think it's the Thomas Jane one that I'm thinking of. The one with the big. Was that the one where he was working on the Black Hot Rod? Because there was Warzone. Warzone was the last one where he went after the mafia families. But the middle one was absolutely brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
I would need to go and watch it again, to be honest with you.
Oh, Berserker, Keanu Reeves comic. They do need to do a proper Dark Punisher, and it's got to have the R rating on it. They can't keep on doing these 15 films for it to do it justice. But
I'm glad you knew what that meant, but Zanpan, because I'm trying to think. What's
Berserker? Now
There's
there is
one way of spelling it.
There's a Japanese anime called Berserker. I'm not sure if it's linked to that. That'll be interesting.
Did you ever watch that one? Oh, what were it called? You just remind me of Keanu Reeves. It was cartoon, but it was live action.
Scanner Darkly.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, the Dolph Lundgren Punisher. Yes, Russ, we've seen that, and I'm trying to forget it. Dark Angel.
Yeah, that's up there with Sylvester Stallone's Judge Dredd.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I am the law.
Red.
The comic is really.
Oh, I hate him, Paul.
That was such a missed opportunity. Mean Machine and the Angel family, and they just blew it. Punisher TV. Not seen the Punisher
No,
TV.
I haven't either.
Fucking, we're getting a shitload of reboots as well coming up, aren't we? With superhero reboots. I don't know about the new Blade reboot. I don't know about that.
Now, allegedly, I've heard rumours that what's his face is back. Oh,
Wesley,
yes.
Oh, Wesley Snipes.
Yes, possibly they could do that with the multiverse. So there's a very good chance you could have a handover. That'll be interesting to see how they handle that one. Dolph Lundgren as He-Man, we do not speak of that.
No.
I can remember going to see that in the movies. Bloody hell!
I enjoyed Blade though. I liked it.
But I enjoyed Blade as well. But
one and two, I really enjoyed. But was it Trinity? Was the last one?
yeah,
I quite enjoy Trinity. For switch your brain off, enjoy it for what it is.
she's just a cock juggling thunder cunt.
It was when, whatchamacallit, Deadpool were an arsehole.
What do you mean was?
Ryan Reynolds.
That's it, Ryan Reynolds. I couldn't think of his name. It was at that point of his career that he really was an annoying actor.
I loved what they did with Dracula, though. I thoroughly enjoyed that in Trinity. The idea that you got the source. Yeah. He still is.
I don't mind him in Deadpool because he suits that character. I'm looking forward to Deadpool 3. I really am looking forward to that.
Those movies, the little trailer snippets they've been doing together.
Oh, God, yeah. Have you seen it? Wake me up before you go. Brilliant. Yeah, I've got to admit, I do love the first two Blade films. I thought they were brilliant. And when I found out that the kid from Bros was in it, on the second one, I thought, oh, God, this is going to be bad. But no, I thought he played an excellent part.
Oh, he was cracking.
He really was good.
It was one of the few things that
He was better in that than he was in Hellboy 2.
Well, yeah.
To be fair, but he was forgiven for his reboot of Death Race. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
Oh, fuck, I've got that song in my head now. Makes me go into one buy gross bottles and put the fucking bottle tops in my boots.
No.
I owe you nothing.
Oh, you and me both, Rian. And that's one of those films that's either going to be an instant classic or just suck so badly there'll be no middle ground. Were the Bros Brothers in? I don't think they were in The Matrix.
No, that was. You think of the twins then?
Yeah.
What, the
They-
white,
they-
you
they-
mean in white?
But they know two British athletes. Those two guys, the two
Yeah.
brothers.
It wasn't the Bros Brothers. But
Matt and Luke Gosh.
and there is continuing rumours of another Constantine with the man himself.
Keanu.
Keanu.
Yes.
I wouldn't. See, you don't rate it, but I do. I like that film.
If they would redo it with the
Yeah.
cast from the TV series, I'd pay whatever to go and see it. No problem. Why they ever cut that series, I will never know, because that was the essence of Hellblazer.
Oh.
Essence of Hellraiser, was it?
Hellblazer. John Constantine was originally
I know.
Sandman.
that bit.
Then he got Hellblazer, and the TV series got that down to a T.
But I liked it. I've watched it quite a few times.
I like it's a no-brainer. We put it on every now and again. Just we watch tonight. I could just stick Constantine on. I wish to God they hadn't cancelled the TV series because I thought it was really good.
There we go. Neil and Adrian Raymond, apparently. But yeah, I don't know. Keanu's. I love Keanu's films. I even loved 47 Ronin.
Yeah, that were a good one.
Apparently, that absolutely bombed at the box office, but it's doing absolutely brilliant on Netflix because it's one of those films. It's probably something you wouldn't go and see.
To be fair, I mean, I'm not a big martial arts 18,000 fighting dragons type viewer, but I really did enjoy that. Really did enjoy it. Saying that, I watched Bill and Ted's Face the Music the other night.
Don't. Let's not even go there.
Yeah, that's a one watch.
That sucked hard.
Yeah, it sucked. I think the only bit that I thought was really nice was the homage to Rufus.
Yeah.
I thought that was beautiful at what they'd done there. But yeah, you could see too big of an age gap.
Just slightly. Just didn't.
No. And Keanu Reeves looked more like him off of him in Harry Potter than else. He looked like, what was him who does the dark arts?
Snape.
Snape.
He looked more like Snape than he did else.
Yeah, I'm just looking at just now. There is some really good superhero movies up and coming.
Just don't mention Hulu, all right? Just don't mention Hulu, because I'm annoyed.
Well, obviously, Black Panda.
Black Panda.
Yeah, Black
The
Panda.
Black Panda.
Fuck off. Black Panther. Such breaking these teeth in.
Black Panther 2.
See, got it doing it again. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It's coming out November this year. Then obviously we've got Shazam Fury of the Gods, which is again it's December this year. Craven the Hunter. It's a new one on me.
Character from Spider-Man.
Okay. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania. That's
Now,
next
that
year.
could be interesting. Oh, evening, Vic. Mentions Hulu.
Good evening, Vic.
Black Panda, it's actually Kung Fu Panda, but he's trained to become a ninja, so he's got a black suit on.
Hi.
It's a cross between the man with the iron fist and Kung Fu Band.
We've also got Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
That one I'm quite excited for.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping they're not going to ruin it.
That could suck.
I think that's going to be it's going to be the last one anyway, isn't it? Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse 23 The Flash. I don't even think I'll entertain it because I just don't fucking like that Ezra Miller. Even before he's done all the shit that he's done.
I'm not keen on Flash as a character anyway.
I like the TV series. The TV series was really, really good.
Yeah.
It started to get a bit, yeah.
Same old.
Yeah. Again, wasted opportunity. Dawn, we are watching that. It's worth it.
Oh, Jason Momoa could put his fucking slippers under my fucking bed anytime. I would definitely turn.
What,
back to Cox again.
Little tongue in cheek there.
Ooh, salty.
And Dope can't stand him.
Hey,
there you go.
Jason Momoa.
I don't know if he's. I mean, I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, Jason Momoa. But if any, what's the C? The TV series, was it called C? With they're all blind. Was it C?
Not sure.
It was either on Amazon or Netflix. I'm sure. It was excellent in that.
I must admit, I mean, forget the fact he's eye candy. I actually rate him as an actor. Yes, it was apparently.
Yes, it was.
If you if you haven't watched that, I would recommend it. It really is good, and I'm hoping that they're bringing out a second. Wait a minute.
Any Black Pandas involved?
Pretend I never even fucking read that, Matt Chandler. See, you fucking shag one sheep, nobody fucking forgets about it.
He was awesome in Stargate Atlantis.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. In fact, to be honest, it was Momoa's character. I'm not trying to think what she was called. Because it started to bomb a bit, so they brought in some of the old characters, didn't they, from Stargate?
Yeah.
And for me, it was Momoa's character and his sort of evolving within the series that kept me watching it.
I got bored with Stargate.
I love Stargate. I still think the original film's brilliant.
Yeah, the original film's fantastic, but he just...
Kurt Russell, that was some big shoes to fill.
Oh, of course.
The TV series.
Yeah, but I think the TV series, the original couple of series were really good.
Oh,
and then he just went...
It got a bit silly towards the end, yes. I'm not too sure about... What was the Stargate one where they were on the ship?
Oh, the one with Robert Carlyle.
Yeah. Trouble is, Momoa's in everything. People are fed up with seeing him. He's got a niche. I mean, I enjoyed his version of Conan. I thought
it was shit.
I thought he brought more to that than Schwarzenegger did.
I'll be back.
I'd go gay for Jason Momoa.
I would I'm with you. Yeah, I would bring the fucking lube. I would even go dry.
Stargate Universe. Thank you, Vic. That was just one step too far. Really didn't enjoy that at all.
I'd lost way interest in before that.
Yeah, but it's like Babylon 5. I mean, I am a huge Babylon 5 fan. Massive. And Excalibur. But even
Babylon 5 did it exactly the same, though. It just went on too long.
it went on too long. It should have stopped after the
War.
Shadows War.
Yeah, after Shadows War, that were it. That were it done. And they should have left it there, and that were it. But no.
You could have still sort of fed him for the lead up to Excalibur, because that was a cracking little series, Excalibur. They just never did anything with it.
Never heard of it.
Never watched it.
It's got Jason Woodward, Edward Woodward's son in it. Plays a tech mage. Speaking of which, I started watching Equalizer.
Oh, the original.
The original.
Oh, it's ace, that.
As soon as you hear that Stuart Copeland soundtrack, that's it.
I've got the original film on DVD somewhere.
I've been having a phantasm.
Oh, I love those films.
To be honest, I started to watch all the Hellraiser movies again, and I got to number 6, and I went. Pfft.
Yeah, it goes. I think the worst one is Hellworld. That's the worst one. Hellseeker's about the second worst one. Don't even bother with the last two that Doug Bradley didn't play in. Just don't bother with them because they are just pants.
I've gave up. To be honest with you, I just thought this is shit.
Up to about Dead wasn't bad. But you could tell when the ones that went from film straight to DVD, you could tell a lot of them were stories that really had nothing to do with Hellraiser, but they tried to merge it in with it.
Yeah.
And we just...
I think Deader was the last one that I've watched. To be honest, was that 6?
Inferno were good. I enjoyed Inferno. Inferno was more a traditional Hellraiser film than it was anything else. It wasn't just about Pinhead and that lot.
Now, getting back to Iwa Wuwa, did you know there was a remake TV series of The Equalizer, but McCall is now black and female?
Yeah, I've seen that. Well, I haven't seen, but I've seen, yeah.
I watched the pilot. I'm amazed I've still got eyeballs. Compared to the original, it was dire.
Pertwee is Doctor Who. You can't beat Pertwee.
Apart from the spiders. No, not the spiders.
Just remember, Vic, you've got to reverse the polarity of the neutron flow.
And that's the one thing with the 50th anniversary. That one scene where they were both reversing the flow that had me chuckling like buggery.
It's going to be interesting, the 60th, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting, because obviously Tennant's in there, Donna's in there.
Well, I've been seeing rumours of an almost Reichenbach Falls scene in there, but I'm not. Oh, the new Equalizer gets better in season 2. Thank God for that, because season 1's dire to the point where I've seen it. As long as Vic doesn't touch a cordless drill, we'll be safe. God, can you imagine Vic with a sonic screwdriver? What body part would fall off first?
I'm only trying to put a bloody shelf up.
All these bungalows.
Yes, but Vic, is it spring loaded?
Oh wow! Oh, that I would pay to see.
Do you know something, Bill? He was my first Doctor as well.
And mine.
And I cried when he passed away.
See, Tom Baker was my first Doctor.
Really? Well, you're the same age as me.
I know, but Tom Baker was my first Doctor. That's the one he's the first Doctor I remember watching on the black and white telly.
John Pertwee was mine.
Yeah.
It was only obviously it's the latter end of Doctor Who, but I can remember distinctly when he transformed, when he regenerated into Tom Baker.
My first memory is watching the tail end of Duchess of Duke Street and then straight into Tom Baker.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's face it, all through our time it was blooming Tom Baker.
Mm.
And when Tristan became Doctor Who, it was all like, no, I'm used to seeing you on a Sunday on All Creatures Great and Small. You're not Doctor Who.
Yeah, you kind of waited him coming out the TARDIS with his arm up a cow's arse.
It was like, no, this is not right.
Tegan, don't bend over. No. Mr. Harriet.
Doctor, why have you got some water and some towels?
Hayley, Life and Loves of a She-Devil was awesome. However, I can never get Tom Baker's Willie out of my head.
What?
Is it Faye something? It was Life and Loves of a She-Devil. It was
Yeah, I know, with the one with Dennis Waterman. And
Rula Lenska.
No, it wasn't Rula Lenska. Was it Rula Lenska?
Was it Rula Lenska? I thought
it was. No, it wasn't Rula Lenska who he was married to, was it not?
But it was the larger lady with the mole.
Yeah.
And Tom Baker played the monk.
Oh, yeah.
She seduced him, but there was a flash of Tom Baker's willy.
Did it have a scarf round its neck?
But that was fabulous. Life and Loves of a She-Devil. That was one of the few. The other one with Peter Davison that he was far better in was A Good Practice, where he played the doctor at a university. That was on BBC Two. You need to get the Hog V3. You've got Raptors.
Patricia Hodge.
Patricia Hodge, that was it.
If I remember rightly, Vic's already got a TARDIS mod. He'd got a hexo. God, it's a bit sad when I know what blooming Vic's got in his collection, isn't it?
Oh, you fanboy.
Oh, you fanboy. I just remember him having it. It was X-Home type thing, it was. But it was the TARDIS.
This has got me so... God almighty. Never watched Brienne. There's something for you to go and do. Yeah, you are. Nazimas. TARDIS.
It's all right. I haven't got cameras in your studio. You're all right. You're safe, Vic.
Julie T. Wallace. That's the lady that played the devil, yes. Next time you're up there, you're in there, grab his Claymore mech for me.
Okay, Matt.
She was fabulous as the She-Devil. I mean, they remade it, didn't they? Was it the Americanized it? Was it Roseanne Barr? Not Roseanne Barr. Oh God! I'm gonna have to.
Oh, Rock Follies. Remember them? I remember having an album. Oh, my mum had the album of Rock Follies. The only good thing about Doctor Who was the theme. Well, the theme's just excellent.
Dum to dum. Yeah, it was Roseanne Barr, She-Devil.
Mm-hmm.
They remade it with her, and no. The original was far, far better. Yes, Dennis Waterman, Patricia Hodge, and Julie T. Wallace. And you never knew where it was going. It was fab. Proper Hell Hath No Fury. Faye Weldon, that's who wrote it.
99 Girls, Big
Thank you.
Bubbles.
Hi, darling.
I just thought it was weird because I can still remember watching that Life and Loves of a She-Devil and just wondering what the hell's going on. Why, when she was going through all the plastic surgery and stuff to make herself look like And then Dennis Waterman's character just kept hitting the bottle, didn't he, after a while? Yeah, that was a bit weird. Good, though.
It was bloody good. I mean, it's not something that I would, given the choice now, if somebody described what the series was about, it's not something that I'd immediately leap to watch, but she was funny, though, Matt, back in the 80s version of Roseanne. I don't know, I never got it.
I never liked Roseanne, to be honest with you. The only good thing that came out of Roseanne was John Goodman.
Never
True.
watched it.
You're not missing much, mate. I think it's like Married with Children. I got that. That was on my level. I found that funny. But things like Roseanne, Cosby Show, no, I never got. The Soap, different matter altogether. Benson, thoroughly loved that.
Different Strokes.
What are you talking about, Willis?
What are you talking about? I watched that. But I never got Cheers either.
No.
And I never got Frasier. And I never got, what's it called? Friends.
You're not there. John Goodman is awesome in The Great Lebowski. Oh, he's superb.
I like John Goodman in the, whatchamacallit, Brother, Where Art Thou?
Never got into that.
Oh, I love that film.
Never got into that. But
It was
Big
Great
Lebowski.
Lebowski. I couldn't get into that Great Lebowski. I was like, fuck that.
Oh no, that film has me just howling. I am actually an ordained Dudist priest. Dudism.
I think a lot of these, what we're talking about, is that cross the pond thing, isn't it? You either get it or you don't. It's like American humour. Sometimes you can get it, and then other times it's so like really lost on us. I think that's why I like it so much, Matt.
I think. Have you noticed though? Soap, sarcastic humour. Benson was sarcastic humour. But stuff like Roseanne, yeah, the sarcasm was there, but it was more about American life, and I've got no reference point to it though.
It's kind of the same. Even earlier comedies, American comedies, sitcoms. Is it Rhoda?
No, I never got
that was one for the 70s, and then there was that the one that was the
Happy Days. I mean,
this is Happy Days. I loved as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid, I loved Happy Days.
Never a fan. But yeah, Goodman in was it Cloverfield?
Cloverfield No, it wasn't the Paradox, was it? No, the Paradox is the one in
10 Cloverfield Lane.
10 Cloverfield
that's
Lane,
it.
yeah.
Gordon Bennett. That freaked me out, that one.
Cloverfield, isn't that the one where it's all... There was a thing for handheld camera work. You know, like the Blair Witch.
Yeah.
I was never into them type of films. It was always so like... What?
You never saw the alien in it.
Yeah, I mean, there was one or two movies, but everybody started to do that, didn't
Yeah.
they? The handheld kit, and it was like, oh, here we fucking go again.
Yeah, if I wanted
I still haven't watched the Blair Witch Project.
I've watched Blair Witch. Ironically, I've not watched Blair Witch, but I've watched Blair Witch 2.
Blair Witch is far the superior.
Yeah. I think it was more the hype. I think that was one of the best marketing for a film. Especially a low-budget film from really nobodies. I thought that was very, very clever marketing, that one, because it was portrayed as a real thing.
I mean, Shane's comment never got the US version of The Office. That's the problem, though, mate. The Yanks take a British idea and Americanise it and ruin it.
I just never.
Red Dwarf. Have you seen Red Dwarf, the American version? Oh, that is so bad.
that's what led to such a split amongst the cast in the British version. Oh, big time. And what they did to Life on Mars, I will never forgive them for.
I've never seen Life on Mars, their version.
The American, no.
Oh,
No, it ruins it. It really does screw it up. I get the 70s Starsky and Hutch references. I get the American Cop 70s thing. But what they did to Gene Hunt, no. Yes, Red Dwarf, our version.
Our version's epic. Absolutely. I mean, Red Dwarf, me and our Aiden used to watch that every week without fail. It was our little bro thing, that and Quantum Leap.
Which I've been watching on Sky recently. Thoroughly enjoying those.
They're doing a new one, aren't they? Or
They
they've
are,
done
yes.
it.
Look what happened to Doctor Who when the US got their mitts into it. The Doctor Who TV movie was just bad. I actually quite enjoyed
I
the
enjoyed
TV
the TV series, TV movie. And he's a blooming good doctor as well. If you ever get a chance, listen to the audio books with him. And honestly, he would have been a brilliant TV Doctor Who. He really would have.
Yeah, I think he would have brought something new to it.
Ah, we're all doomed with Jasper Prune there, little bro.
I still love the one with the holovirus. Oh, Mr. Flibble.
Mr. Flibble.
Can't possibly do that.
He turns up with the wig on, the fucking gingham dress.
So, let me get this straight. You want to fly on a magic carpet and see the king of the potato people to beg for your release. And you're not mad? Oh, man.
LLC? No, I haven't seen that one.
No, I still watch Red Dwarf on a regular basis. And if you look in CEX, your local one, you can quite often find the box sets for an absolute bargain price.
Well, they're on telly all the time. If you
Yeah.
go on to whatchamacall, is it? What's that one? Pluto.
Mm.
They're on there.
They used to be on Dave as well, didn't they? Was that? They used to be on Dave as well.
Well, Dave was was actually the new episodes were on Dave.
Yeah.
They were actually pretty good, to say the age difference in the cast. Still thoroughly enjoyed watching them. I've got all the Blackadders on box set.
Blackadder was another TV series I couldn't get into.
I didn't get into the first one, but from Blackadder 2 onwards.
Well, he changed, didn't he? Blackadder was more like Baldrick in episode 1. Well,
Yeah.
season 1. He was more like Baldrick. But from season 2 onwards, he was the Blackadder that we know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Blackadder Go Forth. That was absolute. You nearly rolled your eyes out at the last episode of that.
I did. That ending was...
Oh, gosh, yeah.
But the reason I buy the box sets, I know these things are on telly at the minute, but are you not sick of watching some of your old favourite series? And then all of a sudden they go from free to you either have to buy it or rent it. Which is why I just buy the DVD box sets now. I've got Heroes, I bought Blackadder, the full of all the series.
Well, I remember Prime did that when, Lucifer came out.
Yeah.
The first 2 episodes, so many episodes of season 1 were free. And you think, I've got into this. And then all of a sudden, you got to pay for it. I thought, you cheeky buggers.
Well, that's why I'm loving CEX, because, the old stuff, like I got all of Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes. I think I picked them up for a combined price of 25 quid for everything. I'd rather do that.
Life on Mars. I love that. I can watch that over and over again.
It's just the Camberwick. Stay out of Camberwick Green.
There's just something about it. I just love it. And I love, that's one thing I do like about Life on Mars. It is a short piece. It's not going on forever and ever
No.
and ever. It was a piece, and that's what I love about it.
And the thing I loved about Ashes to Ashes, yes, it got a bit surreal at points, but that it answered the questions and it did it in a way that was satisfying to the fans of Life on Mars.
Yeah, get the Quattro.
Oi, you dike digging tosser! You killed my Quattro! That was, Gene Hunt is just a character.
Gene Hunt is amazing. Pew pew, Barnaby Group, Cuthbert Dibble Gruff.
Where's Gene, Sam? Is he kicking in a nonce? Oh, I'm with you on that one, Shane. Just the way they fade it. They stopped it at the perfect time for that sepia fade.
Yeah,
and then to bring in the poppies.
Yeah.
It was so moving.
It
and it's
really
not,
was.
Before they showed it, everybody's saying, oh yeah, there's this lovely homage, to everybody that fought in the First World War. And you think, yeah, so what? And then when I saw it, God, I was not prepared for how hard it hit.
Yeah.
Really wasn't.
Because let's face it, you wasn't expecting it.
No.
And what I think is that just proves how good writing it was.
Yeah. And even with back and forth afterwards, didn't take anything away from Blackadder 4.
No, God, no.
100%, Matt. I mean, Stephen Fry was the perfect choice as the general, wasn't he? It's just that complete oik.
Darling.
It was the spy one. He was writing to, what was it, his Uncle Franz or something?
Something like that.
In Germany.
And I think that's another good thing with it. Yeah, they've not tried to remake it.
I don't think they could. It's a set piece now. It's one of those from the period. The director wanted to do the last scene again because he wanted angles on the shot, and Rowan Atkinson told the director no and walked off set. Can't be faulty of that. And that must have been quite emotional anyway, because it was the last.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm behind you, men. Yeah, 25 miles behind. Oh, it was just super. And Lord Flashheart, I mean, he was just.
Oh, Lord Flashheart. Boom! I've got a canoe! Down, boy! Down! Woof!
I know that. I mean, he was based on the bully from Tom Brown's School Days, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah, Flashheart originally was in Tom Brown's School Days. And then there was a series of books afterwards about what happened. And he almost turned into this sort of rogering monster who basically through misadventure ends up becoming majorly decorated and this hero to all people.
I still love Tom Baker. You've got woman's legs, you have.
Woof! Exactly, Vic. I bet those buttocks have never been forced between two splintered planks to save the ship. Different. Oh,
unfortunately, that was my nickname at school, Baldrick.
I wonder why.
I've got a cunning plan.
But it's weird. Red Dwarf, Blackadder, they were the programs that you could virtually, as you were watching it, you were learning the words so you could recite your favourite bits in the playground.
Oh, God, yeah. You the next day you had to know.
somebody dropped the catchphrase and you didn't start chuckling or looked slightly bemused. That was it.
So you mean this? You mean this look that I've got just now?
That's
It's bewildered, not bemused. I'm like, "Yeah, okay." I just didn't get them. I really didn't.
The snake, the slug juggler. Wasn't impressed with the slug juggler.
Why?
I mean, as I've said before, numerous occasions, I think it's a Scottish English thing.
Mush, it's Bob.
I am mush.
The Scottish people just don't get a lot of English humour, and vice versa.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some of the Scottish stuff that I watch on YouTube. Some of it is absolutely drop down dead.
Oh, there's, don't get me wrong. There's stuff now that I can watch, and I think it's quite funny. But getting back to the likes of the 80s and stuff, 90s, I was like, no, shit.
I think especially from the 80s, there was a big change. Well, I'll say it's 80s, late 70s, early 80s. There was a big shift in alternative comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
I mean, you got your Jennifer Saunders and them lot. You had obviously your Stephen Fry's, Hugh Laurie. Then obviously you had things like You're Not the 9 O'Clock News Gang and all that lot. Ben Elton, all them lot. There was all these up and coming university fringe guys, as I call them, that was changing the actual face of British comedy.
Yeah.
Well, people were getting away from the likes of Christ Almighty, Jim Davison,
Bob Monkhouse,
the 70s comedian.
Yeah, you Phil Coles.
See, I loved Phil Coles. I thought he was brilliant. The man with the rubber face.
Yeah, I did initially, and then it was like it's the same fucking shit again.
I always thought that about Lee Evans.
I love Lee Evans.
I did like Lee Evans. I always thought if they had to make a film of Norman Wisdom, he would have been the perfect person to play him.
Oh, 100%.
But they never did, so.
Oh, who did Rod Gilbert. Now, there's a comedian that I can get behind. I love Rod Gilbert. The award-winning mince pie. There's something about that man's anger. There's a little bit of it in Billy Connolly as well.
Yeah, but Billy Connolly was more of a storyteller than anything else.
He was, but in the later stuff, I mean, not before the Dead Horse Talk and all the rest of it. But there was an anger to it. A bemusement, And Rod Gilbert, for me, has got the same thing. That sort of anger and that bemusement. And because I feel like that on a daily basis, you can just say, yeah, been
See,
there.
me,
bro.
I'm a Robbie Williams fan. I loved his humour.
He was manic.
Yeah.
Well, half the time he was off his tits.
But I loved his sense of humour. He just had me howling all the time.
Oh, with straight stick? Fuck no.
So, we're going to hit this ball down this
with a little fucked up stick. And we'll put sand and trees in the way. And we'll call it a stroke because you feel as if you're having one trying to hit the fucking ball.
I think Robin Williams was one. It was Mork and Mindy that did it for me. Because I loved watching it.
I loved Mork and Mindy.
And then when I discovered that he did sort of stand up, and it was so bloody close to the knuckle, it was absolutely brilliant. Oh man. Mike,
yeah, but getting back to what we were saying though, I mean, the late 70s, early 80s was a big shift in what comedy was.
Yeah, your old school comedians were getting shoved to the side because they were losing it. I mean, it was a new generation, really, wasn't it? It was their time was gone. Because if you think about it, a lot of those stand-up comedians then were still doing club circuits, whereas the newer comedians were filling fucking theatres, they were filling, bigger venues and stuff.
Yeah.
They weren't just doing the club circuit.
Yeah, but a lot of it was like sort of Love Thy Neighbours stuff and the Alf Garnett, and it was just something that wasn't.
Yeah, my mother-in-law jokes.
Yeah, and the racist stuff. I mean, Jim Davison, he built a career on Chalky, didn't he?
Yeah.
Virtually. He just The Young Ones was the one that opened my eyes.
Oh gosh, yeah. I think it was not the 9 o'clock news that opened my eyes first, because not the 9 o'clock news came out first before then.
Yeah, that and was it Kick Up the 80s as well?
Yeah, that was funny.
I think that was one of the starts of it. Then obviously you got the Young Ones, and obviously Spitting Image as well. Even though that was very political, it was still funny as hell as kids.
That one sketch in Spitting Image where the Queen Mother's selling Hooky, Charles and Di wedding gifts outside the palace, and the butler runs up. It's the filth, Mom. Scarper.
Yeah, totally agree with you, Bill. Alternative comedy got away from racist and sexist jokes.
It did.
Completely.
Because there was other things to poke fun at that needed poking fun at. I think that's why Spitting Image hit so well as well.
That was so funny.
The problem with Spitting Image was it got to the point where people wanted to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was people asking, wasn't it, that they were kind of make a puppet of me kind of thing.
Yeah, some people were getting a bit niffed off because there wasn't a puppet of them.
But the president's brain is missing. That was a classic.
I still love the one where his alarm clock's going off, and next to it's the red button for bombs.
Oops.
Oh, there, Nancy, here we go.
It was the press pigs that used to kill me. Where they got all the pressmen as like the oinkers.
I don't like Frankie Boyle.
I'm not keen on him either, to be honest.
I don't like him, no.
Frankie Boyle reminds me of the 70s comedians, that sort of shock humour. There's a couple of them doing the circuits now. Just don't do anything for me.
No, he doesn't. No.
There's a place for it. If you enjoy that, that's brilliant. Me, I don't.
I mean, it's like people like Roy Chubby Brown. Me, personally, I don't like him. It's not my sense of humour, but if you think he's funny and you enjoy that laughter, go for it.
I saw him live years ago, I must admit, Roy Chubby Brown. And it was funny, but my stepfather had tapes and videos, and it was the same material at every turn. He was just rehashing old jokes after, every bloody DVD, well, at that time it was video and tapes that was getting done. It was the same jokes in every one.
Kevin Bridges is a fine line because I haven't made my mind up on that one.
I'm not a fan of Kevin Bridges, to be honest with you.
I think the stuff he does about the Sky TV, remember when the Sky TV box downstairs controlled what you saw upstairs?
Your 15-minute preview.
That's the one. That has me howling because we've been there. Oh, Dad, you dirty bastard. Yes! But Chubby, no, he's never been my cup of tea.
That kind of humour don't get me. I like simple humour. So like the everyday humour, that's what I find funny. When you start getting into politics and you start getting into like the Roy Chubby Brown side of things, it's like, it kind of loses me.
I think it's also, like I say, comedy's horses for courses.
And I think blooming Frankie Boyle, he's just a nasty person.
I don't know. I just think he's dark.
He's dark yeah, I agree. And there's not wrong with dark humour, but I don't know, there's just a bit of venom in him. And I think that's what turns me off. He might be funny. It's like Thingy Carr as well.
Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr.
Oh, Jimmy Carr.
He's another one. He does come out with some funny stuff, but he's got he's got a sharp tongue. And when you start going into that era of humour, it's like, nah. I still like fart jokes.
See, I still think Billy Connolly, I mean, for me, he's the king.
He is. Yeah, oh, totally.
You know, the insight. And having read, I mean, Christ, I think I've read both his autobiographies and The Windswept and Interesting, which is sort of child stories that he's had on stage and real stuff brought in. When you realise where it came from.
But there was a shift in his comedy as well in the 80s.
Yeah.
Because it was very rarely did Connolly ever swear on stage. He very rarely done it during the 70s. It was once in a blue moon that he would actually swear on stage. And then when the 80s came and everybody was swearing, he went, well, fuck it, why not? And it did actually, it actually put quite a lot of people off him when he started deafening and blinding. But it just had that way about him, as you say, with the storytelling. It wasn't just shit joke after shit joke after shit joke. It was the stories and how the hell this man did this. He would start off with one story and then go to something completely different, and then 3/4 of an hour later, he would get back to the original story that he started with. It was his timing was perfect.
Well, there's a lovely skit he does on Three Night Stand. He apparently read his review in the paper. Mr. Connolly is a master of returning exactly the same spot where he left the audience. No, I fucking don't. And that just had me howling. Good evening, Colette. How are you doing? And we've just been reminded.
It's floof time. It's nearly time to pull the plug, boys.
It is. Floof. Floof. We are floofing.
Go and join Uncle Vic.
Uncle Vic. He's not Uncle Vic. He's the Messiah.
How shall we fuck off, oh master?
Oh, what a fantastic show, guys. Right, Betty, you can see your taras?
Yeah, ta-ra.
He never gets old.
He don't get old, that does it?
Same time, same place next week. Oh, no, we're not.
No.
We're on holiday next week. We're not here, folks, unfortunately. We're having a break next week. But please, when we come back in 2 weeks, if you've been to Expo, let us know how he's gone. What did you think of it? Is it any good? Is it still going to... Do you think it's going to survive? Please let us know, because obviously we're not going. So yeah, come and join us, same time, same place next week. Thanks for joining us this week. And it's been...
No.
Oh, sorry. See, even I fucking forget. 2 weeks. Sorry, I'm rambling. Even take it away.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's my fault.
It's the drugs.
I do apologise. Yeah, I know we've finally come to the point where unfortunately real life got in the way. So we will join you in a fortnight, same time, same channel. I would love to hear what you thought of Expo. I'm gutted I can't make it this weekend, especially Jane and the likes who had a stall on there. It'd be interesting to see what Jane thought. Guys, we've got the Facebook group. If there's anything you want to talk about, get it up there. Let's start that conversation rolling. Obviously, we've bored you with our thoughts this evening. Thank you for enjoying it, and well, I hope you've enjoyed it and joining in. There's been some really interesting stuff tonight, and at this point, I shall hand you over to the Gaffer.
Guys! guys, thank you so much for a lovely evening. God, this tonight has gone really mega quick. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Guys in chat, thank you so much. Like both of them have said, we're not here next week. We're having a week off. First week off we've had this year so far. First week off we've had in a year. Yeah, the last time that we had a day off, I think it was in January, sometime around there.
Well, technically I've had a couple.
Who's counting?
Yeah, we'll cover for you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Like BFG said, if you've got any ideas that you want us to talk about, if there's any subjects, questions, or anything like that, we do have a Facebook page. Yes, there is a Facebook page. So you can put all your silly things in there if you so wish or desire. Right, I'm going to wrap this up because they're going to be on in a minute. So from myself, from Betty, from BFG, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in a fortnight's time. Nearly. So yeah, fortnight's time. We're having 1 week off. Bye!
Bye!
Outro!
Still like that. Hit the thumbs up as well till you come down and flash. That's what you get so easy. Oh, bless. Hit the turnip if you love the show. What was that?
Yeah.